I'm Breanna. Welcome to our channel. Thanks for tuning in. This Vinyasa flow that we're going to do today is designed for you guys to just have fun and get creative and challenge our bodies a bit. So let's get started. We will start in a comfortable seat here. So find your way to your mat. If you want to grab a block, it may be helpful during your practice, or you can use a water bottle or anything you have hand. So when you're ready, just come to stillness in your seated position. Let your eyes flutter closed. Start to notice your natural breath, each inhale and each exhale. Notice the mat you're sitting on. Notice your body connected to that mat. Start to deepen your inhales and lengthen your exhales. We'll take a few breaths together. Deep inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Again, inhale and exhale. Start to flutter the eyes open. On your next inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, maybe gazing up. And exhale, the arms fall back down to your sides. Deep inhale, raise the arms up overhead. And exhale, let the hands fall down again. One more time, inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands back down to your sides. We'll come into tabletop for some cat-cow here. So roll over onto your hands and knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. On your inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze and the chin. Tailbone reaching up for cow. Exhale, press through the hands, round the spine, tuck the chin for cat. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chin for cow. Really expanding across the collarbones here, opening the chest. Exhale to cat, press through the hands, round the spine, broaden across the shoulder blades. One more, inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. This time, sit straight back into child's pose. We'll turn this cat-cow into a little mini flow here. So on your next inhale, ground down through your hands, pull your chest forward for cat or cow. And as you exhale, press into cat, sitting back into child's pose. We'll take that a few times. Inhale, leading with the chest for cow. Exhale, round to the back for cat, sitting back into child's pose. Inhale to cow. Exhale, press back into child's pose. One more time, inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. This time, just knee back right in tabletop. Stretch your right foot out to the mat behind you, really pressing through that heel, feeling a good quad stretch here, and your calf. When you're ready, lift that heel up, lifting your foot off of the mat, and extend your left fingertips out in front of you. We're going for a nice straight line here from our edge of our heel to our fingertips. Zip up your core here. On an inhale, reach out a little farther. On exhale, pull knee to elbow, coming into a cat spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. This time, bring your left hand out to the left side. Bring your right toes up parallel. And plant your right foot down. Inhaling up with your hands reaching up overhead, and exhale. We'll take our gate pose to the right, drop your right hand down, your leg, reach your left arm up and over for a side bend. Really open the chest here, draw your left shoulder down your back a little bit. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, this time drop your left hand down onto the floor. Bring your weight into your left hand as you reach your right foot up off of the mat. This is our modified half moon here. Maybe you go for the bind by bending that right knee, grabbing your foot. If you have the bind, release it. And place your foot back on the mat, reaching both arms up overhead. And bring your hands down through heart center, sitting back into a half child's pose. Take one round of breath here. And when you're ready, we'll meet back in tabletop, bringing that right foot back underneath our hips. Take that same thing on the left side, so stretch your left foot out behind you. Really feeling your calf stretch here. Maybe rock over your toes a few times. And now lift that left heel off of the mat. Point your toes straight down and reach your right fingertips out in front of you. Engage your core here, draw your belly button up and in towards your spine. On an inhale, stretch out a little farther. Exhale, bring your knee to elbow. For cat spine, round your back here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. This time bring your right hand out to the right side. Left toes come up to the left side. Plant your left foot down on the floor. And inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, take a side bend to the left. Drop your left hand down on your shin. Right arm reaches up and over. Again, opening that chest here. Roll your right shoulder back. And next inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, drop your right hand down to the floor. Shift your weight into your right hand to lift the left foot off of the floor. Coming into our modified half moon. We want a straight line of energy from our heel all the way through the crown of our head. Maybe you go for the bind again, grabbing onto your left foot, really expanding through your chest here. If you have the bind, release it, and plant the foot down on the floor, reaching your arms up overhead, and bring the hands down through heart center, sitting back into a half child's pose. Take a full round of breath here. And then we'll meet back in tabletop, bringing your left foot back underneath your hips. Shake it out here, maybe rock your hips from side to side. And when you're ready, tuck your toes, press into your hands to send your hips high for downward dog. Find some movement here, maybe pedal out your feet. Whatever feels comfortable for you. And when you're ready, find some stillness here in your downward dog. You might need to bend your knees a little bit in order to lift your tailbone higher. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and a long exhale. On your next inhale, leading with your shoulder blades, roll forward into plank, rolling out like a wave. As you exhale, leading with your tailbone, press back into downward dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, downward dog. One more time, inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Bend the knee for scorpion here. So let your left heel fall towards your glutes. Open up through the hips. Make sure you're still grounded through both hands evenly. And let that left foot fall to the ground for wild thing. Coming onto the knife edge of your right foot, staying on the ball of your left foot. Press straight up, lifting your hips. Lifting your hips. Send your left arm to the back, behind you. Pressing through your right hand. And breathe. Now sink your hips straight down to the mat, coming onto your seat. Still keeping your left knee bent here. Reach your hands up to the sky. Straighten out with your right foot. We'll take a twist to the left. Wrap your right hand around your knee. Kickstand with your left hand. Reaching up tall with the crown of your head here on your next inhale. And as you exhale, deepen your twist. Inhale, reach the arms back up. And as you exhale, plant the hands on your right side next to your hips. And we're going to shift straight around back into plank, bringing our knee to nose. Bring your knee to your right elbow. Coming onto the inside edge of your right foot, we'll extend our left leg out for fallen triangle. You can keep your foot on the ground here, or maybe try to even lift it up. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, plant your hand back into plank, keeping that left knee towards your nose. And now step that knee in between your hands here into a runner's lunge. Inhale, pressing up into high lunge, staying lifted off of the back heel, bending your front knee over your ankle. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, open up to warrior two, pivoting your back heel down onto the mat. Make sure you're pressing your front knee out towards the pinky toe edge of your foot to make sure that your knee's not collapsing in. Inhale, reverse the warrior, drop your right hand down the back, left hand reaches up and over. And as you exhale, we're going to cartwheel our arms down, but swiveling our hips over towards the back of our mat for Skandasana, side lunge. So we want to bend your back knee, flexing your left toes up towards the sky. Your heel doesn't have to be on the mat here. You can keep it lifted if that's more comfortable. You can keep your hands grounded on the floor, or you can bring your hands to heart center. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, plant that front foot, reversing the cartwheel of your arms back up to a reverse warrior. We'll take that one more time. Cartwheel the arms down, pivoting over to the back of our mat for a little lunge, side lunge, Skandasana. Inhale, plant the front foot on the mat, reverse the warrior. And exhale, cartwheel the arms down to frame the front foot, coming back into our runner's lunge. Step the front foot back to plank, and we'll take a vinyasa here. So shift forward over your wrists, lower down halfway for chaturanga. Inhale, flip over to up dog, keeping your knees and thighs off the mat. And exhale, press back into down dog. We'll take that same flow on the left, or the right side here. So inhale, lift the right foot high. And exhale, peel the hips open here, kicking your heel back towards your glutes. And slowly drop your right foot down to the floor for Wild Thing, lifting your hips, reaching your top arm behind you. And slowly sink your hips towards the mat. Stretch your left leg out long. Keep your right knee bent. And inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, twist to the right. With each inhale, lengthen your spine. And with each exhale, slowly deepen the twist. Inhale the arms back to center. Exhale, plant the hands on the mat towards the left side of your hips. Swing around into plank with your knee to nose. And then shift onto the right hand for fallen triangle. You can keep your foot on the floor here, or see if you can lift it a couple inches off the ground. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, drop the left hand to the mat. Step the foot in between the hands for a runner's lunge. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, press into the front foot to lift up into a high lunge. Inhale the arms up here. And exhale, open to warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down, moving straight to the back of our mat for Skandasana. Bend bending the back knee, keeping the right knee straight with the toes flexed. Inhale, plant the right foot, reverse the cartwheeling of the arms back to reverse warrior. We'll take that one more time. Cartwheel the arms down, moving to the back of the mat for Skandasana. Inhale, plant the foot, reverse the cartwheel of the arms for reverse warrior. And now plant the hands on the mat, framing the front foot. Step your front foot back for plank. And take your Vinyasa flow here. Take a few rounds of breath here. You can drop down to child's pose if you need to. When you're ready, come back to stillness in your down dog. We'll take that flow on each side again, one breath to one movement. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, scorpion your dog. And immediately come down into wild thing, lifting your hips, sending your left hand back. And sit down, straight from there. Inhaling your arms up. Exhaling, taking a twist. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, plant your hands on your right, immediately flipping over into plank, knee to nose. Fallen triangle, send your left foot out to the side. Drop your right hand, step the foot in between the hands. Inhale, lift the arms up, high lunge. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Exhale, scorpion your dog. Lower the foot down to the mat for wild thing. And sit the hips down onto your mat. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, take a twist to the right. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, plant the hands. Plank position, knee to nose. Send the foot out to the left for fallen triangle. Plant the left hand down, step the foot in between the hands for runner's lunge. Inhale, lift the hands up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, Skandasana. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down to frame the front foot. Step back to plank. Chaturanga. Inhaling to up dog. And exhaling to downward dog. This time, drop down to your knees, take a child's pose. Take a few deep breaths here. Noticing how you feel in your body. Notice if your heart's racing. And whenever you're ready, there's no rush here. We'll meet back in downward dog. Inhale with the right leg high. Exhale, we'll take pigeon pose here, so bring your toes to your left wrist. Untuck your back toes. Walk your hands back towards your shin, expanding through the chest, gazing up. And as you exhale, start to lower down onto your forearms if that's comfortable. You can use a block here. slowly start to walk your hands back towards your shins. Plant your hands on the mat. Tuck your back toes under, pressing back into a three-legged dog with the right leg high. And step the foot down. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, we'll take pigeon on the left, bringing the left toes to the right wrist. Untuck the back toes. Walk your fingertips back towards your shin, expanding through the chest. And slowly start to walk your forearms down to the mat. Notice how this side may feel compared to the right side. It's okay to feel different on both sides. And when you're ready, slowly start to walk your fingertips back towards your shin here. Plant the hands on the mat, tuck the back toes under, send the hips high, send that left foot back for three-legged dog. And we'll meet back in downward dog. On your next inhale, come up high on the toes. And as you exhale, start to walk your feet towards your hands at the top of the mat. We'll meet in forward fold. From here, start to heel toe your feet out toward the edges of your mat, so your toes are pointing out at an angle, and sit your hips straight in between your feet for Malasana or Yogi Squat. You can use your elbows here to press your knees away from your midline, expanding through the hips here. Make sure your chest is lifted here, and breathe. From here, plant your hands on the mat and slowly start to press yourself back onto your spine and take a few rolls back and forth along the length of your spine. And when you're ready, we'll come to stillness, meeting on our backs. You can pull your knees in towards your chest, rock from side to side. Come back to center and take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, let your knees fall over to the right. Your hands can be out wide or in cactus. On your next inhale, bring your knees back to center. And as you exhale, let your knees fall to the left. On your next inhale, bring your knees back to center. And let your feet fall out long here. We'll come into our final resting pose of Shavasana here. Try to relax every muscle in your body, from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Let your body melt into your mat here. Notice the sensations you feel. Notice each inhale and each exhale. Know that you can stay here as long as you want. But if you're ready to rejoin your day, bring your knees into your chest here and roll over onto one side. From there, press yourself up into a seated position. Bring your hands to your knees if you're seated. And we'll take one more round of breath together. A deep inhale through the nose and a long exhale through the nose. Thank you for joining me in this practice today. Namaste.